Today on MUFC Pulse, we'll dive into some incredibly intriguing news. Latest updates on the 3 injured players and Marcus Rashford's response following Jadon Sancho's official transfer to Aston Villa. For more on this story, check out the video. We also have some equally exciting football news coming up, so stay tuned until the end to catch it all. Welcome to MUFC Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell for more updates. Injury updates on 3 Manchester United players. Matheus Cunha sustained a hamstring injury during Manchester United's victory over Burnley at Old Trafford. Fortunately, the injury is not as severe as initially feared. Cunha was seen walking unaided as he left the stadium, and his injury has been classified as minor. Currently, Cunha is undergoing rehabilitation at the Carrington Training Complex, focusing on upper body exercises. He is expected to resume lower body training within the next few days, with hopes of returning to action after the international break, potentially for the Manchester Derby against Manchester City. Cunha has also withdrawn from Brazil's World Cup qualifying squad to prioritize his recovery. Meanwhile, Mason Mount suffered an injury in the same match against Burnley. He played through discomfort for 30 minutes before being substituted by Kobbie Mainoo at halftime. Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim expressed concern, noting Mount's importance to the squad, but the extent of the injury remains unclear pending further medical assessments. There are no further updates on Mount's recovery progress, but the club is hopeful that his injury is not serious, aiming for his return after the international break. Lisandro Martinez, the central defender, is still recovering from a serious knee injury, and we won't see him again until well after the October international break. Marcus Rashford's stunning reaction to Jadon Sancho's move to Aston Villa. The summer transfer window of 2025 closed with a bombshell as Aston Villa secured the services of Jadon Sancho on loan from Manchester United for the 2025-2026 season. The deal, announced on September 1, 2025, was one of the most significant moves on the final day of the transfer period. Sancho, the 25-year-old winger with undeniable talent, now has a fresh opportunity to rediscover his spark under Unai Emery's guidance at Villa Park. Sancho, once a star at Borussia Dortmund before his £73 million move to Manchester United in 2021, has endured a turbulent spell at Old Trafford. A public fallout with former manager Erik ten Hag in the 2023-2024 season led to a loan return to Dortmund, followed by another stint at Chelsea last term. Yet, his form remained inconsistent, and the switch to Aston Villa is seen as a calculated step to reignite his career. Aston Villa have agreed to cover roughly 80% of Sancho's hefty £200,000 plus weekly wages, with no option to buy included in the deal. Unai Emery, Villa's manager renowned for unlocking players' potential, expressed confidence in Sancho's ability to shine, believing the club can provide the ideal environment for him to return to his dazzling best. Sancho's arrival bolsters Villa's attacking options as the club, who finished in the Premier League's top 6 last season and qualified for the Europa League, aim to make waves in both domestic and European competitions. For Manchester United, the loan offers a temporary solution, with Sancho still contracted until 2026. Sancho also shared his enthusiasm, saying he was thrilled to be part of such an ambitious project. He spoke of his admiration for Emery's track record and his eagerness to repay the faith shown in him by delivering goals, assists, and moments of magic on the pitch. Settling into the squad, he's already been seen training with intensity, blending his trademark flair with a renewed hunger to prove his doubters wrong. Marcus Rashford, Sancho's former Manchester United teammate who himself spent time on loan at Aston Villa in January 2025, offered heartfelt support for the move. Villa's a brilliant place to rediscover your confidence. I felt it myself, Unai Emery, and the team helped me get back on track. Jadon's got everything he needs to thrive there, and I'm certain he'll show his quality again. Rashford, now plying his trade at Barcelona after a productive loan spell at Villa, where he notched 4 goals and 6 assists in 17 appearances, has his own success story. His move to Barcelona in July 2025, initially on loan with a €35 million option to buy, caught the eye after his standout performances, particularly in a Champions League clash against PSG, which earned him an England recall. Now, The spotlight turns to Sancho, who hopes to emulate Rashford's resurgence at Villa Park. With his Manchester United contract still running, his performances this season will be pivotal in determining whether he returns to Old Trafford revitalized or seeks a permanent move elsewhere. Fans across social media are buzzing about the transfer, with many optimistic that Amorim can work his magic on Sancho, just as he did with Rashford. Villa fans greeted the news with excitement, eager to see Sancho recapture the flair and vision that made him a standout at Dortmund. However, the challenge for Sancho is clear: adapt to Amorim's high-intensity style and prove he remains one of England's brightest talents. This move serves as a reminder that football always offers a second chance. For Jadon Sancho, Aston Villa is the stage to prove he's still a world-class talent. Backed by Amorim, Rashford, and the Villa faithful, the 2025-2026 season could mark a turning point in his career. Manchester United preparing bid to secure perfect Premier League midfielder in January. The Red Devils are reportedly gearing up to secure the services of Crystal Palace's standout midfielder, Adam Wharton, when the January transfer window opens. Despite a busy summer that saw United bolster their squad with 5 new additions, the club's pursuit of a new midfielder remained unfulfilled. Wharton, a highly rated talent, was among the names heavily linked with a move to Old Trafford during the summer, with several other clubs also showing interest. The need for a new midfielder has become more pressing following Christian Eriksen's departure from Manchester United. His exit has left a noticeable gap in the squad, prompting the club to consider Wharton as a prime candidate to fill the void. The young midfielder's performances for Crystal Palace have caught the attention of top Premier League sides, and United are keen to act swiftly to secure his signature. Manchester United are prepared to table a bid exceeding £50 million for Wharton in January. However, they are not alone in their pursuit, as Chelsea are also said to be in the race for the 21-year-old star. Both clubs are reportedly leading the chase, setting the stage for a potential transfer tussle in the new year. Crystal Palace, however, are determined to hold on to their prized asset. Manager Oliver Glasner has been resolute in his stance to keep Wharton at Selhurst Park, a factor that prevented any move during the summer window. Palace's reluctance to part with a midfielder could complicate negotiations for United and Chelsea in January. Wharton's rise to prominence has been remarkable since joining Crystal Palace. His composure, vision, and ability to dictate play from midfield have made him one of the Premier League's most promising talents. These qualities have not gone unnoticed, with United viewing him as an ideal addition to their squad as they aim to strengthen their midfield options. For Manchester United, signing Wharton would align with their strategy of investing in young, homegrown talent capable of making an immediate impact. The club's management believes the midfielder's skill set would complement their existing squad and provide long-term value in the engine room of the team. Chelsea's interest, however, adds a layer of complexity to United's plans. The Blues, known for their aggressive approach in the transfer market, are equally determined to secure Wharton's services. Their willingness to match United's £50 million-plus valuation could drive up the transfer fee, potentially sparking a bidding war between the two rivals. Crystal Palace, meanwhile, are under no immediate pressure to sell. With Wharton contracted to the club for several more years, Glasner and the Palace hierarchy can demand a premium for their star player. This could force United and Chelsea to dig deep into their coffers to prize him away from South London. As the January window approaches, all eyes will be on Manchester United's next move in their pursuit of Adam Wharton. Whether they can outmaneuver Chelsea and convince Crystal Palace to part with their midfield gem remains to be seen, but the stage is set for an intriguing transfer saga in the coming months. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comment your opinion.